Hello guys, welcome to another of our video tutorials, and today we would like to continue with what we have started with before. Okay, so we talked about the if statement in our last class, so today we are going to go a bit further into the if statements. We're going to talk about the logical operators under the if statement. Okay, so the logical operators are the and or and not. Okay, but today we are going to limit ourselves to only the and or. We're going to leave the and not aspect of it. We're going to treat that in our later class. Okay, so let's proceed with a typical real life example. So I've already set out an example, and this example is this. Okay, so we'll write a program that can only give loan to applicants, okay, to applicants with high income and good credit record. Okay, so this loan only goes to those who have these two conditions met. Okay, so we're going to write our program, but before then we will first of all formulate our variable. Okay, so the first one is good credit record. Good credit record. Okay, so let's set this to be true for now. And the next one is high income. High income. Okay, so let's set this to be false. Okay, so the next thing to do is to write the conditions right now. Okay, so if good credit record, okay, and high income, print Okay, so we want the system to tell us if we have good credit and high income to be true. So we want the system to tell us you are eligible for the loan. Kindly submit your document for processing. Okay, so let's do this to be true. So we'll have the first one worked out. Okay, so the next thing we are going to also look at is the elif aspect of it. Elif, good credit or high income so we want the system to print not eligible for the loan. Print further. Kindly check again next year. Okay, so this is our program right now, and we have been able to, from the question we have, formulate a program for that. Okay, so the first thing is credit record. This is true. The next one is high income. It is true. So if these two is true, that means this is what is going to be displayed. All right, so if any of this is not true, this is what is going to be displayed. All right, then the last but not the least, like you all know, the else statement, else print do have a lovely day. Okay, so when we run our program right now, we're going to have, you are eligible for the loan, kindly submit your documents for processing. Okay, so that's simply because the person has merited this condition and has also merited this condition. It simply means that the person has a very good credit record and also earns high in the company's salary ranking. Okay, so he is eligible for the loan and he needs to submit his document for processing. Okay, so let's also vary this. Now, this simply means that and only works with true and true. So when the two conditions are true, the logical operator and takes effect. Okay, so let's vary one of these. Let's make this to be false. So we'll find out what we're talking about logical operations, operators in Python. So when we run our program, okay, now I have actually taken one of the true to be false, and when I run the program again, this is the result. You are not eligible for the loan. Kindly check again next year. So what this simply means is that if one of it is true, the or logical operator comes in play. I hope you're making sense out of what we are doing. Okay, so if the both of them are true, the and logical operator comes into play. If one of them is true, the other one is false, the or logical operator comes into play. So let's give a condition where both of them will be false, which means none here will come to play. We'll have here the last statement here. Okay, so when you run your program, see what you have. Do have a lovely day. Okay, so this is how you make use of the logical operators under the if statement. So if you notice also, we are also working with the if statements. Okay, but in this case now we are having two conditions joined by these logical operators, the and the or. Okay, all right, so I'm going to list the condition that will make you to know that it is the and that you're going to make use of, or the statement under the and that will be displayed. All right, so I'm going to list that. So I will start with the and. Okay, so for the and, true and true is equal to true. Okay, now for the same and again, true and false is equal to false. Okay, for the same and, false and true is equal to false. Okay, and then false and false is equal to false. Okay, so it simply means that the only condition that will make the if statement to take effect, the and operator in the the and logical operator to take effect, is when both conditions are true. So if there is any variation in the conditions, it simply means the and effect or the and logical operator will not take effect, right? So please kindly take note of that. So let's go for the or operator. Okay, so I think I need to write the name. Logical operator. Okay, so here logical operator. So for this, you have true and true to be equal to true, true and false to be equal to true, false and true to be equal to true, false and false to be equal to false. Okay, so if you also observe, you discover that the condition that will make the OR logical operator not to take effect is when the two conditions are false. If there is any true condition in all the conditions, the OR logical operator will take effect. So if it is true and true, it is true. If it is true and false, it is true. If it is false and true, it is true. If it is false and false, it is false. So just like you saw in the operators, in the operation that we just did, when the condition was changed to false, it was the one that had the OR that was displayed. Okay, so this is how you take note of all the things we have done about the logical operators in Python under the if statements. Okay, I'm sure you have learned something from this class today. Do take care of yourself.